Okay, here we go, guys. It's January 30th, Tuesday morning, 11:01 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Running a little late this morning because we had a couple inches of snow I had to clear. But anyway, I pulled up the magnetospheres again, the Z-cut, the magnetopause position, and the Y-cut. And I have them backed up to almost where we left off yesterday. 1900 hours on the 29th, 1859 there, and same deal here, but this one went back further for some reason. But anyway, well, let me just play them for you. We'll look at this one first. See all this energy building up from behind? That's not normal. It's all supposed to come from this side because that's the sun side of the earth. There's the magnetopause. Notice how it's getting distended this way. Like I mentioned in yesterday's vid, this is the satellites. They have a little, there's the GOES 15, GOES 14, where's the GOES 13? I guess that's the GOES 13. I don't see this one showing up exactly unless it's right over on top of this one. But anyway, I looked it up, geosynchronous orbits, and came out to approximately 35,790 kilometers, which I think it comes to 22,236 miles, but well, somewhere around there. I'm not sure exactly. I think it's 0.61 kilometer to miles ratio. So yeah, we're looking at roughly like 22,000 miles anyway. Can look it up real quick. Okay, to miles conversion. 0.62. Okay, so we have 35,790 times 0.62. So yeah, we're looking 22,189, somewhere thereabouts. So anyway, there you see the geosynchronous orbits. Sun synchronous orbits, that's a lot lower, and that's where I think the sun simulator's at. It's between 700 to 800 kilometers. In order for it to be in a harmonious orbit with the sun, staying in front of this with the sun relative to the earth, always facing in front of it. So anyway, there's a tidbit for you. I got that from marine.rutgers.edu. But anyway, had some pretty serious activity here. And you can see the arrows. This measures the solar wind velocity. So you can see the arrows pointing every which way. Now it looks like there's some plasma building up. There it goes. Discharge 2303, 129. Tried to sync these things, but still haven't gotten the hang of it exactly. But you can see the plasma building. You can see the building up back here, all the energy. which is not normal. It's not supposed to be coming from the back side. So we'll bump it up to the 2303, see how it looks here. There you can see the magnetopause getting bent out of shape. Looks like some forward pressure there, maybe some backward pressure pushing up this way. 2303. Now you can see all the energy building up. Look at that, man. Man, it's incredible, actually. There's 2303.59. It's the same deal. Here's where you had the plasma discharge. Let's see if we can pull it up over here. There's a bunch of missing frames in here when I was looking at it earlier. At least that's the way it showed when I was playing it through. Now you can see the closed field lines, the red ones. Normally they're supposed to stay pretty close to the Earth. And that's how we get our auroras. Is when the solar radiation energy comes, hits the magnetosphere. It's supposed to get handled by the magnetosphere. A lot of it just gets thrown back out of the way, but it's when it's particularly strong, it'll just travel along these black field lines. It's my understanding anyway. Like I said, I'm not an expert on this, but I have been watching stuff like this for 7 years now. I'm an astral traveler. If you ever followed him back in the day, he really put out some excellent videos. He always called it Object X or something along those lines. He never actually came out and said it was a dwarf star or mini solar system or anything like that, but he showed you all kind of great space weather stuff. But then apparently I think somebody got to him because his latest videos have just been totally off subject and few and far between. But anyway, so you get these red lines, that would be the closed field lines. Now we get the aurora, normally they close up here, pole to pole, and then you see that's when you get the auroras in the sky. The extra solar energy is pushed back down toward the Earth. That's when it's a real strong storm. Now, normally that's about it when you get on closed field lines, but now look at these. These closed field lines are extending way out here, so we're getting hit with some serious amount of energy. Then you can see these black field lines, they're getting all jumbled up. Here's the IMF lines, the interplanetary magnetic field lines, which come from the sun and any other solar body, which you can see is freaking crazy. I mean, we should have 9 for sure, maybe a few more to link up to some of the satellites. But, I mean, look how many we got. You can't even count them, they're so jumbled up. But anyway, so look how they're distended this way. So you're getting pressure. Looks like it's coming from back this way, pushing out toward the Earth and up. And then look at these. These things are like freaking perpendicular. So are those. They're getting all whacked out. These magnetic field lines, they should be pretty well smooth and uniform. So there's something back here perturbing everything, to be sure. So let's bump it up to 2303. See what that plasma discharge looks like on this. There you go. So you can see when it discharges, most of the arrows all start putting back this way. And you're still getting a good amount of pressure from the sun here, indicated by these red energy levels. 0.00220 there. This is at the plus 145 range. I think the red measures protons, but I'm not positive. I think the blue is for negative energy. And from my understanding, the sun, it puts out mostly protons. So generally speaking. And the Nemesis Son, coincidentally, since it's our binary twin, that's supposed to emit mostly electrons, and that's what Astral Traveler pointed out very eloquently, and with all these space weather charts much better than I can do. And he called it the low energy field or low electron field. So you definitely could see the electrons being bumped up back here, being that the blue measures the electrons, and that plasma, once it gets pulled together, that all becomes negative charge, and that's when it gets pushed out. There's a bunch of electron energy, so we'll bump this up just to see what happens. So you could see this thing's being buffeted. We're getting buffeted by something. Our sun, the Nemesis Son. Who's to say? Whatever's going on, Earth's magnetosphere is taking a beating, to be sure. So I'll just turn that on, let that thing play through. Okay, we'll go up here. We'll turn this one on, let it play. Go over here, turn this one on, let it play. I gotta back it over a little bit. Oh crap, oh well. Okay, well. I think I got it around there. Gotta reapply it. Like I said, I haven't really figured out how to navigate this stuff that great yet. But I'm gonna try to put one up every day because it looks like we definitely got some stuff going on here. It's almost loaded. Huh. For some reason I'm getting nothing here now. So that's what I was talking about, the blank frames. Let's see if it, once it gets up here and pops back, it recoups. So here we are into today, January 30th. And I think this is UTC time, so it's like 5 hours ahead of Eastern Daylight Time. There's 1900 hours and stuff down here. I noticed got some major activity around right here. Look at this. Getting slammed. No, let's go back here and look at that. Did we lose some friends? Look at that. We lost 3 hours worth. So something big happened there that NASA didn't want us to see. 406, 411, then it jumps all the way to 716, 720. So look what was going on at 411 when they cut the feed or they deleted it from us. Not good. Let's find it up here. 411. Oh crap, I don't have it there. I have to redo this one. Okay, let's put it up to 15. And let's bump it up to 1600 hours. Come on. This thing's a pain. To be sure. But it is what it is. Here we go. 16. Let's apply that. See what happens. Let's get this one bumped up to the 411 mark on the 30th. Now you can see we got some. Yeah, that's when we had the discharge. Actually, that was back on the 20.